Policy debates are important before implementing a policy. For example, the education policy that filters out children at grade 7. These are young people who you offload into the streets at grade 7 level. Okay? I remember at our time, there were opportunities for those that went only up to grade 7. They could be employed in the civil service as assistant clerical officers. Some would be employed by the Army, Zambia Air Force, and Zambia National Service at the time. Okay? And those again were filtered out at Form 3 level, grade 10, the one they call grade 10, I think, or is grade 10, I think. These also could be absorbed in the system. There was something for everybody at the time. Okay? There were careers for those that filtered out at Form 3 level. There were jobs for them at that level. But looking at the current economic setup, there are no opportunities for grade 7 dropouts. There are no opportunities for grade 9 dropouts. And of course, there are no opportunities for grade 12 students after leaving school. But arguably, a good policy should allow for children to complete up to grade 12. It's useless to have children at grade 7 thrown in the streets or thrown in the cold, as you want to put it. It's also useless to throw away children from grade 9 after failing, okay, without any safety net, without any career direction. In these government schools, we had career masters that were guiding young people on the next move. Okay, so I don't quite agree with a policy, educational policy, that subjects young children to examinations at grade 7. This is my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think it's a good idea, like what the PF policy had allowed for children to go through to grade 8. And those who passed grade 9, I'm not sure whether they failed, but everybody was allowed to go further in their studies. So the idea of filtering out and throwing young children in the streets, throwing them in the cold, I think is a bad educational policy. More so now that government, the UPND government, has introduced free education. Free education should give us the leverage, the age, to allow all children to go through successfully up to grade 12. So to change a system like that, which allowed children to go all the way up to grade 12 and start subjecting them to examinations, and if they fail, they're out, grade 7. If they fail at grade 9, they're out. I think it's a bad educational policy, and I think it's prudent for government to revisit that and look at it again. Okay? If there's anything that needs to be fixed in that policy, let us fix it. But I think it's a good idea for children to be allowed to go through the education system. Those that are willing to go through the education system, encouraged by their parents, let them be given an opportunity to do so, instead of being prematurely consigned out of school because the system cannot take them on because of high cut-off points. I think it's unfortunate. Let us have an education policy that encourages the children to go through all the way up to grade 12. But those who show below average performance, they could repeat to ensure that they catch up, and they're allowed to go through the educational system. Okay, so I support a system that allows children to go through the educational system all the way to grade 12. Thank you.